ever walked into a shopping mall, a salon, or an eatery, and while you were there, you heard music playing? Then hours after you left it, you just realized the song has been playing in your mind subconsciously. You may not even recall what the song was about or all of the lyrics of the song, of course not, but there's always that line or melody that your mind keeps replaying. If you can relate with this, then we have a lot to talk about. I am Tahila Debbie, and this is Sound Code. Here we talk about everything music and how it relates to popular culture. Music in all its forms and genre is beautiful. Everyone enjoys music. It may be without words. It could just be a hymn or the rhythmic clapping of the hands or even a whistle. But it may amaze you to know that music is the only thing capable of permeating your mind without your permission. And music is the simplest form in which literature is passed. And literature conveys the ideas, the thoughts, the ideologies, and the culture of a people. So I'm going to carry out a very simple experiment, right? I'm going to read these words, then I'll sing these same words, and then you tell me the difference. You tell me which got to you more. All right. So let's go. When it feels like there's no one there, always know that you are loved. Even times when it feels like there's no way out, always know that you are loved. All right, so I'm going to sing it right now. Are we ready? All right. When it feels like there's no one there, always know that you are loved. Even times when it feels like there's no way out, always know that you are loved. I can bet these words got to you more when I sang them. Same words, but this time I used a very simple yet powerful vehicle, music. This is how we're taught to remember things as children. Well, even now, we haven't outgrown it, have we? I haven't. In traditional African societies, the textual content of music, I believe not to be just mere words, but to have mystical potencies and can be used in many practical ways to produce results. You might just be wondering, why is it so powerful? Where did it all begin? Is music a mystery? Okay. You see, the history of music can be traced before the world began, when the morning stars sang together and all the heavenly beings shouted for joy. Music is a gift. It's a gift from God, and it reflects the order and the beauty of God's creation. And music was created primarily to worship God. Of course, we could sing to one another too, because even God rejoices over us with singing. How beautiful is that? In recent times, music has become a form of expression. You know, it used to convey emotions, ideas, and experiences. It is a very powerful element in the society, and everyone encounters music. Almost everyone, if not everyone, they benefit from music and also seek solution to their problems. In ancient cultures, music was used in healing rituals because it was believed to have therapeutic properties. You would agree with me that music has the ability to affect our moods and even our bodies. A research was conducted in 1962. An Indian botanist, Devendra Vano of the Institute of Integrated Study and Research in Biotechnology and Allied Sciences, and she conducted several experiments on music and plant growth. And she discovered that certain plants grew an extra 20% in height when exposed to certain types of music, whilst certain types of music induce stress and cause the plants to wither. So this underscores the ability of music to affect our bodies. But like every tool, its power can be harnessed either positively or negatively, depending on who is using it. Secular music now is just a popular culture product which is guided by the entertainment industry. Since it's the only person that supplies instant fun today, it has greatly influenced culture. I'd like to give you some simple instances. All right, so one of the elements of culture is appearance, right? You know, how people look, the way they dress, and all. I will tell you that three designer brands have taken inspiration from the gold, the green, and the red colors of the Rastafarian flag because of reggae music. Number one, Christian Dior's Rasta collection. It features gold, green, red striped heels, bags, quilted snow boots, and even snowboards. Number two, Levy's vintage collection, which embraced the vibrant dancehall and reggae style of Jamaica for its fall/winter 2018 collection. The head designer Paul Onya described it as a mix of classic American clothes with old man wear from Jamaica. Number three, Tommy Hilfiger's Spring 2016 runway. In line with New York Fashion Week, Tommy sent models down the runway wearing crocheted hats with green, gold, black, and red stripes surrounded with sound and water. And the clearly Rastafari-inspired collection was accompanied by a soundtrack which featured a remix of the Jamaican icon Bob Marley. Zuri Mali, Bob Marley's granddaughter, commented that Tommy isn't the first and won't be the last designer to be inspired by Jamaican fashion. This means they expect more and more designers to be inspired and to adopt their culture. We all know the hairstyle dreadlocks, right? Dreads became a notable fashion statement as reggae music gained popularity and mainstream acceptance with Bob Marley's music and cultural influence. And it continues to be a hairstyle seen everywhere these days. I mean, from runways to singers to dancers to sports to social media, almost everywhere. In fact, a designer brand, Marc Jacob, used colorful fox dreadlocks on his models for his Spring 2017 collection, and he was criticized for flaunting the hairstyle without mentioning the hair's cultural roots. This is to tell you that the hairstyle is more about culture, not fashion. And reggae music has given Rastafarians the principal vehicle of communication to transmit their teachings and culture. As I earlier stated, music is a vehicle. So if you have dresses, shoes, bags, hand beads, handbands, or any accessory at all that has the red, green, and gold colors, or if you wear dreadlocks, you are one of the people that have been influenced by the Rastafarian culture, whether you know it or not. And Rastafari is a religion that believes in Haile Selassie as God. Well, you may just say, whatever, I don't believe in their God. But don't you know that music is spiritual? The Bible tells us in Ephesians 5:18 to be filled with the Holy Spirit by singing psalms and hymns and spiritual song and making music to the Lord in our hearts. This implies a strong correlation between making music or singing songs and the infilling of the Holy Spirit. This means that the kind of music you are listening to or the kind of music you are singing determines what spirits you are inviting. And we'll talk about that more in the next episode, but I'd like you to see what the man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome, has to say about this.
God is the author of music. Music is for worshiping and praising God. That's the primary thing it's supposed to do. I said reggae, for example. Where did it come from? What's the source of reggae music?
Music is psychology, see? And if the music does not penetrate the heart, the soul, and the mind, and the body, then you ain't gonna feel it. Because reggae music is not something that you hear, it's something you feel, see? And if you don't feel it, you can't know it, see? It is a spiritual music with spiritual ingredients for spiritual purposes.
And I've never seen anybody who was into reggae for a long time and didn't have demonic activities come into his home and into his life. And I'm serious. So don't deceive yourself.
Music is a spiritual thing. You don't play with music. If you play with music, you will die young. You see, because when the higher forces give you the gift of music, musicianship, it must be well used.
You have to understand. You have to understand. Demons feed on worship.
Music is a reflection of the culture and ideals of a people. Little wonder the adversary seeks to culture the world with the ideals of darkness.
So with this example, I believe you can see that music today is way beyond just entertainment. Apart from reggae music, different genres of music have greatly influenced the perspective and behavior of young people all over the world. But don't forget, music is beautiful, and listening to the right songs create the right atmosphere around you, just as listening to some kind of songs can create the wrong atmosphere.
Yeah. The right music can bring demons, as the right music can bring what? For example, the Bible tells us David, as a young man, played the harp. He was good in the musical instruments. And one time when he was playing the flute, a demon that had been troubling Saul, the king of Israel, the demon left Saul because of David's music. So you listen to God's kind of music. Listen to the one that will bless you, lift your spirits, bring you inspiration, not the wrong one. Don't create an atmosphere for demons to have a field day in your house. Don't create an atmosphere for evil spirits to have an opportunity in your life. Don't give them the chance. Listen to the right music that brings power of the Spirit into your life. The music that brings the inspiration of God into your life.
So allow me to recommend good music to you. Go to your app store and download the Love World Music app, and you'd find beautiful songs there. Not just that, you are also going to find healthy songs for your mind and your spirit, because music is a very powerful tool. How has music shaped popular culture? What are its far-reaching consequences, and who determines what is dictated as popular culture through music, and why? Think on these things. I'll see you in the next episode, where we'll take a deep dive into musical sounds, lyrics, and their significance in the world today. Until then, I am Tahila Devi, and this is Sound Code.